Thank you for your interest in a UV measuring device from SG-Lux. SG-Lux is the right choice if the measured value for your process or investigation is of particular importance and must therefore be obtained with a high degree of precision. To achieve this, each measuring device is individually configured in close consultation with the customer and calibrated in accordance with ISO 17025. Solid measurement technology that has been tried and tested for 20 years, and sensors based on silicon carbide sensor chips guarantee the long-term reliability of the measuring devices. Depending on the application, there are two different UV measuring devices or UV radiometers to choose from, which I would now like to introduce. If only the irradiance present at a specific point needs to be determined and no further functions are required, the SXS UV radiometer is used. The sensor is located on the front of the device, which must be aligned with the radiation source. A version with an upward-facing sensor is also available. This version is used when the radiation is to be measured on a horizontal plane. Examples include determining or ensuring a specific irradiance in biological research or when irradiating zoo animals and plants. The device is activated via a slide switch. The display shows the irradiance. The measuring unit is shown below. The hold function can be activated using the slide switch. This freezes the measured value for documentation purposes. The device is equipped with a 9-volt battery. If used infrequently, the device can be used for many years without changing or recharging the battery. The calibration certificate is located on the back and contains the following information: the calibration object, i.e. the description of the device, its serial number, and the number of the calibration certificate. Below this is the information on which source was used for calibration, in this case a low-pressure UVC tube. It should be emphasized that the device's measurement value is only correct if it is measured using the calibration source specified here. This makes it all the more important to carefully configure the device to the user's requirements, as mentioned above. The calibration method refers to the procedure manual we use to perform the calibration. The irradiance at which the calibration was performed is indicated after the calibration date. The device should be recalibrated in our laboratory annually, or at least every 2 years. Below this is the calibration reference traceable to national standards, in this case a spectroradiometer from the manufacturer Gigahertz Optic, and the calibration date of this reference. Further information includes the model name, the maximum measurable irradiance, the measuring range of the sensor used, the power supply, the sensor used and the manufacturer, as well as a link to the device data sheet. The SXL 55 radiometer is used for measurement applications where the location of the measurement and the location of the reading differ, or where an extended range of functions is required. It consists of an individually configured and calibrated sensor and an Android smartphone that the user already owns or purchases from us. The sensor in the example is our UV surface sensor. However, the SXL 55 can also be equipped with any other sensor from our range, a threaded version to screw in, or a pressure-resistant version. To start up, the sensor is connected to the smartphone. The app then starts automatically. Since up to 5 calibration sets can be stored in the sensor, work begins with selecting the source to be measured. If only one calibration set is stored, this selection is not necessary. In our case, we are using a 365 nanometer LED source. The current irradiance appears on the display. Below this is a graph showing the progression over time. The source to be measured is displayed here, along with the wavelength range that was taken into account for calibration. A dose measurement can be started here. It can be paused and resumed, or it can be paused and reset. Pressing the photo icon creates and saves a screenshot. This file can be used, for example, to document work in the area of quality management. This starts the logging function. First, a name must be specified for the logging file. The logging function starts when the file name is entered. Pressing it again ends the logging function. You can access the logging files and screenshots in your smartphone's file manager. Pressing the burger menu allows you to switch between the stored calibration sets or call up information about the device and contact details. This app is also available with similar functionality for Windows PCs and notebooks. Some applications require wireless transmission of the measured value from the sensor to the display unit. Other applications require the sensor to be integrated into the Internet of Things. Our UV-Link series of UV measuring devices are available for this purpose. These are presented in detail in another video in this series. When using our UV radiometers, please consider the skin and eye protection regulations specified by your company.